the routing part, guys. So what are the different types of routings can able to do it on the routing? Let me share my screen. So as we can see on the screen, guys. So why we required routing? So as we know that, okay, so routing protocol is one which is used to connect with the two different networks. So as you know, so this is my routers. Two routers has been connected with each other. So where we are running, okay, a lot of networks inside. So this is other network, okay, which you are running there. So this is my router 1 and this is my router 2. Okay, so as you know that, so internally, so they can communicate with each other, right? If it is directly connected. If it is connected through, this is your WAN link. And this will call your LAN link. Please remember, guys, this. This is your LAN link. Okay, this is your WAN link, means wide area network. Please connect it for your other network. So for this, if you want to communicate with these two network, okay. So in this scenario, so we are going to use your routing protocols. In routing protocols, we are going to discuss about the static routing, default routing. And as for that today, so we shall discuss only these two routing protocols, static and default. If you talk about dynamic routing, so dynamic routing has got two types again. So IGP and EGP. So in IGP, again, it has been segregated into a distance vector routing protocol, okay, and link state, and EGP are your path vector routing protocol. Okay, so this we have to remember, guys. So in distance vector routing protocol, we are going to discuss your RIP version 2, okay, and EHRP, not this RIP version 1. So we are going to discuss the RIP routing information protocol version 2 and EHRP. This is also will call distance vector routing protocol. Okay, link state routing protocol is nothing but your OSPF and ISIS. And your path vector routing protocol is your BGP. Sorry, BGP protocol. So again, BGP has got two types again. Okay, so IBGP and your eBGP. So these two protocol also we shall discuss. So after this, guys, so it takes a lot of time. I think it takes 5 days of this to complete. Okay, so then after this, we are going to also discuss about redistribution. Redistribution in the sense, so one side you configured RIP, one side you configured OSPF. Okay, in that scenario, we can do the redistribution from this side to that side. Okay, from this side to that side and that side to this side, so that they can communicate with each other. That is called your redistribution part. This one also we shall discuss, guys. So after completing this all, then we'll go for your WAN technology. Okay, so now let's discuss about this. What is the static routing? Okay, static routing was idea for the small network, guys, where the network is very small networks, where you are running around, I think, can say 500 employees is enough. 500 employees means 500 PCs is configured, recommended your static routing. So dynamic routing is suitable for the, your large network. Okay, we can see large network. So you can see about your dynamic routing, especially if you are BGP, you are OSPF, where you are going to configure your big networks. So whereas a static configuration, routes involves less cost and can be easily maintained by your network engineers. Okay, for you guys, it's very easy to manage the network. So router are not updated dynamically in the routing table and hence cannot be detected inactive routers. Okay, if say example, so this is my router, so which is connected to other router. This is my R1, this is R2. If these router links go down, okay, so your static routing is not come to know this router is down. He'll not update his routing table. That is one big issue in the static routing. Okay, so one more good advantage means we can see. So we can see it come down here. Some of the this thing is clear. It is not so good. I'll try to explain. Okay, statically means manually you are telling to the routes to reach to this network. If you want to reach to this network, okay, go via this IP address to reach to this network. So example, this is my 192.168.1.0/24 network. Okay, and this is 192.168. This is 2.0/24. To reach to this network, you have to configure in this router R1, okay, to go via this IP. Same side, this one. To reach to this network, so go via this IP. So IP might be, you can give any IP 1.1.2. Okay, this is 10.1.1.1. Go via this IP. So this router will reach to this network via this IP. Okay, this is how we can configure. So what is the advantage of this one means, because the router has got very less job because manually we are telling to reach to this network. Okay, the good advantage of the static routing is it is a less CPU utilization. Okay, but for the network engineer, he must know. So just imagine if you have around like 1,000 PCs are connected. So obviously your network will become big, right? Right. The network engineer, okay, the network engineer must know how the topology has been connected each other, each router, how they have been connected. There's a lot of complex network also you should be able to remember. Okay, he must know the entire topology to understand the network. Then only he can able to configure. Okay, now discuss about some of the important topics for this one, guys. If you talk about your dynamic routing, the dynamic routing involves cost in terms of the CPU process and bandwidth on the network link. Your dynamic routing protocol, it consumes a more bandwidth because frequently it sends a hello message. Because obviously it consumes a more bandwidth, but at the same time, it also gives the any update, any failure in the link. So he can able to update. Okay, fine. So these guys come down. So I need to delete its routing table in my network. What is going to do? Is going to delete this network in case of your dynamic routing. Fine. So one more advantage thing is routing protocol find the route for your transversing the packets. It will send a keep on sending your hello message. Whether the keep on message, whether he's up or down. Same thing how I'm doing every day. Right. So hello guys, how are you guys? Right. Sometimes you'll not reply also. I'll ask them to on the camera. Means I'm sending you other keep all message. Right. So it is
Yeah.
happen only in dynamic routing. So in static routing is not possible. Routing protocol update on the routing table with any update routes. Maybe you connected one more router here, one more network here connected. Just imagine this is a 3.0/24 network. When new network connected, it will update in its routing table /24. Same thing here also 2.0 and 3.0 network. Okay, so I hope it's clear, right? Understood, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
Raj.
Raj.
Okay. Okay. Let's discuss about what is administrative distance. Any idea, guys? Administrative distance also will call AD value. Okay, guys, please remember for the static routing, okay, the AD value is 1. Okay, this is the first one. If it is directly connected, the AD value is 0. Okay, for your RIP protocol, the AD value is 120. For your EIGRP, okay, administrative value is 90. For your OSPF,
102.
110. Okay. For your BGP,
Border
BGP has
Gateway
been,
Protocol.
yeah. So border gateway protocol, it has got one IBGP and eBGP. If you talk about IBGP, okay, the administrative distance is 200. Okay, for eBGP, okay, the AD value is 20. So here, lowest AD value is the best path. Remember, guys. So as per this topology, guys, as per this topology, it is connected directly, right? The AD value is 0, right? These all are connected. AD value is 0. Static routing AD value is 1. Means so it is a very reliable communication, guys. The lower value is the best. Understood, guys? And this is also, we'll call it, we have to remember, guys, this is all the part of your CCNA examinations. Even for assessment also, I'm going to ask. At the middle, I will ask the AD value also. We have to remember this all. This all you have to remember like anything for your entire career of your being your network engineer. You must remember this because when you open your packets, any monitoring tools, okay, so they'll not be available for your here is configured EHRP, REAP, OSPF. No, you can see only these numbers there. By seeing a number 90, you can find out that so it has been configured EHRP. If you see 110, 110, okay, so we can come to know it has configured OSPF. Understood, guys?
Yes, Raj.
Yes, Raj.
So can we do the lab for this static routing, guys? How static routing will be configured? Okay.
Yes.
First thing is we're going to start with the static routing. Okay. So right now I have this already configured. So what I'm going to do now? So now, so I'll change some routing. This one, guys, IP addressing. Show IP interface brief. So what is the lab for this, guys? Let me write it down here. So this is our static routing. Okay. So I want to change the IP address, guys. So how do I change, guys? I want to give this IP address. Here I want to give 192.168 because just to avoid the confusion, guys. Okay, I want to give this 191.168 here, and this I want to give here. Okay, so how I can give, just
Global
understand.
configuration mode.
Okay, go to global configuration mode.
Change
Interface gigabyte.
if bit.
Okay. No IP address. If you check show IP interface brief, you can see it has been erased, right? Same thing you can do for serial also. 0/1/0. Okay, no IP address. Right, so even I have configured DHCP, right? So no IP DHCP full, I think, entity, right? Do you remember I had given, right? I removed that. Now we can see. So still is, if you talk about static and default, it will take API PALO because I removed DHCP, right?
Yes.
It has taken from API PALO.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do that now. So what I will do, a label I need to change, right? This I'll put it here. This I'll put it here. Okay. And this guy, we will change this. I'll make it to 10. 10.1.1.2. Okay, so first tell me that how many are there here? Network here. Before I go for the static routing, so I want to know networks. How many are there network?
Two.
What are those?
Two routers.
Can I
Two
write it over
routers.
here? Number of networks.
Number of networks.
Okay. First one is, which is the first one? 192.168.
1.1.
1.0 slash 24. Then second one.
10.1.
10.1.1.0 slash 8. Right? Then third one. 192.168 2.0, right?
Yeah.
Understood, guys? First understand this. Let me put it down some coloring, guys. This is one network, guys. Correct? And this is another network. Up to here, this is one more network. Okay, and this guy also has separate one more network. Is it okay?
Yeah, Tajas.
Right. So otherwise you can't understand, guys. That's the reason I have written this one network. So if you want, I will write it down the label also. This is my wish network. This is 10.1.1.1.0
slash 8.
8. Okay. And what about this network?
192.168.2.0 slash 24.
Okay. So what about this network?
192.168.0 slash 24.
24. Yes. So just to understand which other networks we are running here. So now we can able to configure right from the scratch. Okay, so what are the things, the task we are going to do it now? So first task is I'm going to configure, write it down the task as well. Okay, so first thing is what we are going to configure here. So first task is assign the IP addresses as per the diagram. Okay, second thing is configure DHCP.
DHCP.
Okay, to Both networks. Two networks,
Yes.
right? And third one is configure static routing.
Static routing.
If you want to configure telnet all of this, that also we can configure. Let's complete the first task now. The first task will be, let's start this now. Show IP interface brief. First check what are the interfaces available. Okay, so we have not assigned any IP address as of now. Okay, so let's configure this one, guys. So config T interface gigabytes 0/0/0 IP address.
Yes.
So 192.168 1.1 255 255 255.
0.0.
Okay, so give no shut. And then serial 0/1/0 IP address. So what is IP address? I can give 10.1.1.1 and 1.mask is this and give a clock rate for this as right 64,000.
64,000.
Okay, give no shut.
No shut on.
Okay, then configure DHCP pool. So I'll give entity. Okay, network. I'll give 192.168 1.0. Give the subnet mask. Okay, default router is 192.168. So I will give 1.254 last IP address. Okay. Or else we can give 1.1 also. So I will give 1. These things. DNS, there is an option if you want to give the DNS, you can give the DNS. Okay. So this is done, right? So I must guess the IP address now. Right. So let's check that now. Okay. So I'm getting the IP address right for all the PCs. Automatic now it is getting now. Yeah. So everything will get automatically, no issues. Yeah. Okay. So this side is done, right? So now we are going to configure with this one, this router.
Router 1, router 2, yes.
Yeah, this is my router 2. And show IP interface, check interface first. IP interface brief. So right now it has already assigned IP address. Okay, just I want to remove first. Okay, go to interface, gigabytes 0/0/0.
No.
Okay, no IP address. Okay, then give the IP address. I want to give 192.168 2.1.
1.
255 255
0.
no shutdown.
No shut.
I think I have to exit. I think interface gigabyte 0/0. 0/30. Okay. Interface serial 0/1/0.
0.
Okay, no IP address
No
first.
IP address.
Then
IP address
10.1.1.2.
0.7.1.2
So be careful, guys, while
255.0
giving. Okay. So
no shutdown.
Okay, so now all the interfaces must up now. Show IP interface brief. First check before going for DHCP. So as per the diagram, we have given the IP address or not first. Okay. So now you configure the DHCP. IP DHCP pool. Here also I'll give entity. I'll give the network 192.168 2.0 network and give the subnet mask. Right, so default number is 192.168 254. Sorry, 1 dot. I think 2 dot, right?
Okay. Yeah,
2.25. Yeah. So DNS. So we can give 4.8. Or we can give the 10 this side. So now the IP address must get right now. Okay. Now it has taken previously 40. So now it has to take 192. It is taking right. Okay. Okay. So now we can see, guys, before configuring the static routing. Okay. So if you check connectivity from this laptop to router, okay, they can communicate, right? Because it is directly connected.
The IP address DHCP was not configured in that. Only for interface 0 only we have connected.
Okay.
For all the switches, so for all the devices in the router one.
Okay. So now it's communicating, right? You can see, right?
Yes.
This to this. I think all we not configured, I think. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so now it's taking. And what about this? Yes. Okay, so now they have reachability, right? So server to router. Yes, success, right? So
Yes.
directly connected, they can reach to each other. Okay, so these all network are able to communicate with each other, right? These all guys, so they can communicate to each other. So now check from this to this router, from this router to this router. Yes, they can reach that because it is directly connected.
Connected.
Now check from this router to this PC. It's failed. How many times you check is going to show you the fail because it is a different network, right? We cannot communicate. Whether you check from this side, this router to this server, no. Router to server again is going to fail. Okay, for that we need to configure your static route. So how do I configure? Okay, so how to configure is right now I am in router 1. So IP route, okay, give the question mark. We can see destination prefix. Right now I am in R1. To reach to 2 dot network, what is 2 dot network? 192.168. Okay, 2.0 network. Give the question mark. Give the subnet mask for this 0. Give the question mark. So how you want to go? Whether you can give the exit interface or serial interface, or we can give the IP address. Okay, so what I will do, I will give the IP address. So IP address, how, which IP address? Go via 10.1.1.1 because this IP address. If you want to reach to this network, go via this IP. Or else we can give an exit interface also. Next stop invalid, I think 2. Because this neighbor is directly connected, right? This IP. It's asking us to give the this IP. To reach to this network, go via this IP. Understood, guys? Can you able to see my this one, guys? Cursor?
Yes, Taj.
Yeah. Okay, so now same thing this side. I will go to this router now. To reach to this network, go via this IP address. Okay, so how I can do that? So go to global configuration mode. Okay, IP route. 192.168 to reach to 1.0 network.
1.0.
Give the subnet mask. Go via 10.1.1.1. That's it. So type show IP route. Okay, so still is reading. Is show IP route static. You can see, right? It has been learned the network. S stands for what? You can see, right? S stands for static. Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Static. So what is 1/0? 1 is your administrative distance, guys.
Yeah.
You can see, right? 1 is your administrative distance. So now they should communicate with each other, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm in a router 1 now. I want to ping. So 192.168 1.1.
Not one.
Can I reach, right?
Yes.
So 1.2. 1.2 is there.
Router 2 IP address.
Check 1.3. Is there any 1.1 1.2 IP address, guys, here? Check what is the IP address this. He is 1.2. Okay. So why? Because the gateway, we have given the wrong gateway. Can you remember again? It should be 1.1. That's the reason it's not pinging. If you check all the things, okay, 4, it is not going to ping you. Okay. For that, what we have to give? Go to DSCP again. So IP DSCP pool, I think entity. Okay, so no default router. That is 192.168.1.254. Okay. Then default router is we give 192.168.1.1. That's it. Then write. Save this. Now change once again here to all the routers. So now
Yeah,
gateways change, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's changing now. I think same thing there also we have to do it. Okay, same thing. We also change here also. Go to global configuration mode, IP DSCP pool entity. Okay, no default router. What you have given 192.168 2.54, right? Okay, default router IP address 192.168 2.1. Right? Then come back and write. Save these configurations. Now update here also. You must have patience, guys, to do this lab. Yes. So can you check now? It's pinging, right? 2.
Yeah, it's pinging.
So now 3, 5 is there. 6. Okay. When you come this one, guys, please increase the time this one. Just click here. So now it will come. Otherwise, it takes almost 1 minute or 2 minutes sometime. Right? So 1.7. 1.7 is there? Yeah, is there. So now check from PC to PC. Say example, this server to this server. I'll open this server. Okay, so I'll go to command prompt. So what is my IP configuration of this one? This is 2.7. So let's ping to 192.168. Sorry, 1.7. Okay, I'm getting reply, right? Check with 1.1. Yes, I'm getting reply. 1.2. So 1.3. 1.4. Right? So we have received all right. So packet sends 4, received 4, lost 0. Can you see, right? And check from this side. Obviously, I think I'm sure it's going to ping, right? If you ping from this side to this side, this PC to this server is going to communicate with each other. Understood, guys? All of you?
Yes, Taj.
How about Srinidhi,
Yeah,
Karthik,
yes, yeah, Taj, understand.
Chandan,
Yes, Taj, it's clear.
Hari? Hari?
Yes, Taj. Yes, Taj.
Okay. What about Satish, Amisha?
Yes, Taj, getting.
Understood.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Taj.
So can I go for next lab now?
Yeah, Taj, sure.
Okay. Okay, fine. So what I'm going to do, I will use this topology now. Okay. So what this time, I'm going to use the tree network, guys. Okay. So this time I'm going to use your tree networks for the static routing. So how I can do? So what I will do, same, let me
Hi,
copy
Taj.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, can you send this to networks file?
No, I will say it one time, at a time. Don't worry about it.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, what I will do, same thing. I'll copy this. Okay, Control C, Control V. Okay, so let me. Where is that file now? Why undo is not working? It has multiplied already. So delete whichever is not available. Because double time it has been copied. Undo is not working. That's the reason I'm doing like this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Then your same thing you can delete from this side also. I think one of the switch. The remaining all things you deleted. So let me save guys first. Okay. I have not saved it. So this is, let me create one folder here. So this is your routing. So here I am using a static route. Okay, so now I have saved it. In the same thing, so I'm going to already it has been configured everything. So what I'm going to use the same topology with the 3 routers. Let me delete this all. Which are else? This one also deleted. Yeah. So be carefully copying. It consumes time to some time. Okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, right now we can see the label has been configured. So I will add one more network. So which I'm going to add it here. Okay, here also I'm going to add the serial interface, guys. So serial interface, I will connect with this cable. 1, 2, can see. Okay, we can see there's a no serial cable for this router. So what I should do now?
Uh,
So what I should do now?
you have to add a module, if I'm not wrong.
I had to add the module, right?
Module.
So okay, so how I can add?
Yeah.
First make it half.
Power
Okay,
off.
add this model.
Yeah.
Power on. Okay.
Now we can
Then
connect
close
it.
this. So now we can able to be carefully, guys. Otherwise, it will not allow you to connect. Now you can
Yes.
see, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so now you add your switch now. End user devices. So I will take 1, 2. Just I'll take one server. So let it connect auto. Okay, so now you label it this, guys. So once if you are done this lab, then I'll share you this file, guys. Okay.
Okay. That's
Okay.
Same thing. So let's start. Up to here we configured, right?
Yes,
It's
need
all
to
are working. Okay, because it's already is configured. If you check this one, so same thing is we copy paste from that one, right? Okay,
Yeah.
right. So IP interface brief. Because starting, I don't teach this copy paste this thing because just to save the time I did this. Okay. Yeah, so
Okay,
everything is
sir.
working. If you type show
Yeah.
IP route, show IP route static, so it's working. Suppose if you ping from other network, so this 192.168, I think 2.5 is there. Yes, we can reach right 2.6. Yes, I
Why
can
it
reach
is
right.
dropping, touch?
Yeah, first time it will drop because of the ARP gas. It's a very good question. As I told you, guys, first packet will be dropped. We can see if I ping once again. So there's a no packet drop here because of the ARP. It takes time first time to communicate to get the reply from your destination PC. Okay, whatever. So now, guys, up to here we configured everything is working fine. So we have configured static routing. Okay, so as per this thing, so what is the lab for this one?
Need to configure a third router.
Yeah, third routers. So static routing using 3 routers, right?
Yes.
This is using the 3 routers. Okay, so this is the lab is done. So now this lab. So first thing we have to assign the IP address this side, right? Correct.
Yeah.
This side we are not assigned because this center router is connected to router 1 and router 2 also. Right? So that's the reason we have to configure that. So how we can configure? So go to global configuration mode, interface serial 0/ check the interface name, guys. Check. I think 0/1/1.
One.
Okay. /1/1. Okay. What is the IP
IP
address? I can give
address.
we do 20.1.1.1 255.0.0.
255.0.0.
Clock rate I can
Clock
give
rate.
64,000. Give no shot. That's it. Okay. So now we go to this router now. The new router which we have added.
Enable.
When you come this one, then just increase this one. From here it will come. Otherwise, it take 1 minute, 2 minutes sometime. Okay, so go to change the host name. This is my router 3. Okay, so first thing what you have to configure interface serial /1/0, I guess. Check before entering this so that sometime you'll get wrong interface. This is 0/1/0, right?
0. Yeah.
Okay, check the interface and type. Okay, so give the IP address 20.1.1.2 this time. Remember.
255.0.0.0.
Yes. Sorry. Very good, guys. Who is that? Ratish.
Srinidhi.
Very good. Yes, very good. So IP address 20.1.1.2 255.0.0. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, man. We'll do mistake, guys. No problem. We learn from mistake, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, fine. So no shut. So check the interface is up now. Yes, interface is up, right? Can you see?
Yeah.
Now this interface is down. This interface. Okay. For that we have to give the
IP address.
So what is that interface? Interface
Gigabyte
gigabyte
0/0.
This guy will keep it as 3.0. Okay, this is 3.1. Okay.
Okay.
1.0, 2.0, 3.0.
Yeah.
255, 255.0.
0.
No shit. Okay.
Sure.
Then we configure DHCP, right?
Yes.
Okay.
DHCP pool.
Full entity.
Here also I
One.
will same entity.
Network.
3.0
3.0. 0.
and default router
Default.
IP is 68 3.1. Okay. For
Okay.
DNS, we
DNS.
do 10.8.8.9.
Okay.
So check now, show IP.
Show IPVs.
IP interface brief. Okay, so all the interfaces up now. So now this PC must get the IP address from
Yes.
TSCP.
DHCP.
Let's check.
Yeah.
Yes, we are getting right. You are getting 3.2 now. So here, guys, we have to pay some attention here. I'm sure I think you'll get confused here. Please pay some attention, guys, here.
Okay.
How to configure the static routing using 3 routers. Okay, so now as we know that, so directly connected, I think they will ping with each other, right? We can see, right? So these guys can ping directly. So even directly connected from this router to this router also they can ping. Okay, you can see right here.
Yeah.
This side. Okay, so even from router to this server is going to fail. From this router to this server is going to fail. Okay, for that we have to configure the static routing. Even if you check from, okay, so this router to this router 3 to router 1, it will not ping. Right? From this router to this server also is not going to ping. Okay, now first understand how many networks are there now. And here which network we configured 20.1.1.0. That is slash E. Right? So
Yeah.
then what is this IP address?
192.168.3.24.
3.0.
Okay. So then how many networks are there here now?
3. 3 networks.
One of the networks. Okay. Which are those? 20.1.1.0
slash 8.
Then one more.
192.168.3.0 slash 24.
Okay, that's it. Anything else?
Yeah, that's only 2 networks.
Okay, now totally how many are there? Networks here?
5 networks.
Yes, very good. Totally we have 5 different networks. Okay, so these are all different network guys. So let's configure this router now.
Yeah.
Static routing here from this one. Go to global connection configuration mode, IP route. Okay. So which are the network I should configure here to reach 1 network and 2 network and 10 network, right? First understand here. Let me put it color for this guy also. So only one I will add it into your pink color. And this one I'll put it into the blue color. So green is this last guy. And there is one more network, yellow. So yellow is this network, right? Any other color left? Take this. Yes. Now look like good, right? Color. Rangoli, good Rangoli, guys. Okay. So first understand. So right now I need to configure a new network has been launched in my organizations. So this is my network which are there. Okay. So now I want to communicate with these two different network. Okay. How do I configure? Okay. If you want to reach to this network, which network this is? This is 2.0 network. Go via 20.1.1.1. Okay, let me write it down this IP address as well. The IP address for this one is 20.1.1.1. Okay, Control C, Control V, and here this is 20.0.0.2. Okay. So now to reach to this network, go via 20.0.0.1. This is heading backside here. Let me write it down here. Now it is good, right? Okay. And this guy also put here. Now makes sense, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now to reach to this network, go via 20.0.0, 20.1.1.
1.1.
Right? Okay. To reach to this 1.0 network, go via same IP address 20.1.1.1.
1.
Now there is one more, right? Network 10 network. To reach to this network, go via 20.1.1.1. Understood, guys?
Yeah, Taji, we are understanding.
Okay, don't get confused, guys, because you know this is very important. Because most in static routing, so many people they will get confused. Only just for only 3 routers. Imagine if you have added 5-6 routers. I'll repeat once again. To reach to this network, go via 20.1.1. To reach to 10 network, go via 20. Same. The gateway same, right?
Yeah.
To reach to this network, for this router gateway is 20.1.1.1. Right? So let's configure this. So IP route, okay, to reach to 192.168.2.0 network, give the mask, go via 20.1.1.1. Fine.
Yeah.
And to reach to one network, go via same IP.
Same IP.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. IP route, there is one more network, 10 dot. Okay, 1.1.0. Give the mask, go via same IP address. What is the mask I have given? Inconsistency address and mask. Is it correct we have given?
I think we have to give, right? We are
Router 2.
router 2.
Need to configure this one on router 2.
In router 2, no, we have to configure here itself. I think 0.0.0. Yes. Center network, this network. I'm talking about this one. Right. So now in router 1 also, to reach to this network, I should configure, right? 20 network and 3 network. Right. Let's configure router 3. Router 3 we configure. Router 2 I must configure, right? Show IP route static routing. Okay, we can. It is there only one dot in this routing table. In router to routing table, he can able to reach only one network. Right. So go to global configuration mode. So IP route to reach to 192.168.3.0 network. Go via which IP, guys?
20 dot 0.0. Which IP address given to the third router? No, that IP address.
20
the
dot
IP address.
1.1.2.
20.1.2.
20.1.1.2. Right, 2.
Yeah.
This one. Because I am in this router now. I am
Yeah.
in this router. To reach to this network, go at this IP address. Understood, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
20.1.1.2. Right?
Yes.
Done. Suppose if you check show IP route, you can see, right, the 3 network has been learned now. So previously,
One
right,
network.
3 network, 1 network is showing. So same thing we have to configure for your
Router 1.
router 1 now.
Enable configure T.
Mode. So IP route
192.
192.168. 3.0 network. Go via which IP?
When
10
we are
10.1.1.2.
10.1.1.2.
Who said 2? 10.1.1.2.
Kranti.
Kranti. Very good, Kranti. Okay, guys, first understand before doing the lab. Right now, I'm in R1. To reach to this network, the next hop is for this router 1 is router 2, right? 10.1.1.2. We have to give this IP address. And this router is one which contains both the routing table, right? For 3 network and 2 network. If any traffic is come, it will take you to this network. Okay. So this is 10.1.1.2. That's it. Okay. Then one more thing is, right, to reach to 20.0.0.0 network. So go via same IP address.
Same 10.1.1.2.
If you type show IP route static, so we can see all 3 network has been reached, right?
Yeah.
So then it should ping right now. Ping to 20.1.1.1. I can reach, right?
Yes.
20.0.2. Yes, I can reach. And what about network? 192.168 3.1. Yes, I can reach 3.2.
Yes.
3.3. 3.4. 3.4 is there? Yes. 5. 6.
Only 5.
Only 5 is there. Okay. Understood, guys? This one?
Yes, Taj.
Let me save this first. Any confusion? We have to commands, everything is available. Show run, it will show you the command, guys. Anyhow, I'm going to send this file, right?
Yeah.
What about Amisha? Are you there? Amisha, are you following?
Yes, Raj, I'm following.
Good. What about Chandan? Chandan, Puneet, Ammu, Maria? Anjana, are you there, man?
Yes, I'm here.
What are you, man? No sound? Make some noise, man. Early morning, enthusiastic, man.
Yeah.
You're following, right, Anjan?
Yeah, following that.
Understood. Can you able to configure? Because today we had to send me before end of the day, night 12 o'clock. I want this file from your side. I want file from as all the guys. For example, like static route lab, followed by your names like Amisha, Kranti, Anjay, Karthik. Even if you're not done, also if you stuck, also you send me the file so that I can check where you stuck.
Taj, we can send individual or in group.
First you try individually.
Okay. No, I ask
Because
sending a file to your individual or in a group only. I can send a file. I asked.
In the group, man, because this is a learning platform, so that all
Okay.
you can see, no issues.
Oh,
But your
okay.
the file name should be your name and the lab name,
Okay, sure.
so that I can understand which lab you have done and who has done.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, sure. That's.
You understood, right? Can I go for next lab?
Yes, yes, Taj. You can go.
Yes, Raj.
Okay. Is it feeling interesting, guys, to configure these all things?
Yes, touch.
Okay. So anyhow, so 2 lab is ready for you. So can able to take this lab. So now I'm going to configure your default routing. So default routing, let me copy this. Don't know where it is gone. Oh, gas is bigger. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Okay, default routing. So let's configure the default routing. So what I'm going to do, guys. So let me delete some of the repeated IP addresses. It's quite very easy to configure the default routing. So here I'm going to explain also how to delete the only specific configuration, guys, not all. Okay. So I want to remove only your static routing. How do I remove? It's a very simple way, guys. So type first show run. Okay, DSCP, let it be same. So I want the DSCP. So I'm going to remove this one. Okay, so copy, press type no in front of this one and paste. Gone. If you type show IP route static, it is not there. And same thing from this side. Show IP route static. So here it is there. So we need to remove that. No. Okay. And before that, first check this. Do show run. Right. So I want to remove this one. Copy, type no and paste. You check show IP route, it is deleted. Okay, so now what is the default routing, guys? So default routing is nothing but it will send the routing informations. Okay, any network, any mask. That is the job, please. Maybe you configure class A, class B, class C network is running in your organizations. So in different department, maybe you configure one side class A, other network is class B, other network you configure class C. So in those scenario, we can't configure a lot of network, right? Because in the routing table will increase, right? So even the routing table also is going to increase. So in that scenario, so what we are going to configure? So we are going to configure your default routing. The configuration is very simple. How I'm going to configure? So go to global configuration mode. So IP route. Okay. Any network, any mask. Okay. Go via 10.1.1. That's it. Maybe class A, a class B, a class C, whatever maybe. Go to global communication mode. Okay, IP route, any network, any mask. So here 10.1.1.1. That's it. If you type show IP route, so we can see it has been configured with S star. Okay, what is S star means? We can see star indicate candidate default. If you check from this side, you can see do show IP route. You can see star indicate the default routing. Okay, so now I can able to ping, right? So ping to 192.168, I think 2.1. Yes, I can reach, right? 2.2. Yes. 2.3. 2.4. 5. 6 is not there, I think. Understood, guys? This is default routing.
Yeah, Taj. Even in
Simple,
your
right?
network somewhere.
To understand.
Yes, Taj.
Default routing is very simple to configure. Any questions, guys, here?
No, Taj.
No touch.
What about Anjay? Venkat Reddy, are you there? Venkat Reddy, Vishwanath, Sharad Kumar, Lalit, Veena, Shashikant, Ratnakar, are you there?
Yes, Taj. Yes, Taj.
Did you understood, right?
Yes, yes, Taj.
Hari, are you there? Hari.
Taj, one question. So where should we use default routing?
So default routing is one default routing, especially most people use ISP sites, because ISP people, what they do means they configure default routing, because they'll be having many customers, right? Thousands or millions of customers. They can't configure according to the what they have configured inside their organization. Maybe you are using class A, class B, class C. So what they will means, okay, when they configure default routing means, okay, any network they can go and access the internet. Means just we are giving permission to access all the guys to communicate. Default routing. In that scenario, we're going to configure your default routing.
Okay, Taj. Got it.
Yes, Amisha, you're following.
Yes, Taj.
Any question, Amisha?
Taj, not as of now.
You understood, right? How to configure the static routing?
Yes. I was getting.
Okay. Okay, so can I share this file now? Or
Yes, Taj.
can I jump for other lab now? And
No
my
touch for
request
today.
is
It's enough.
Kranti. Okay.
We'll get confused.
We'll get confused, Taj.
Okay. So I'll do
Just
one
add.
thing. I'll share you the file. Okay, right
Okay.
now. Okay. At least you do it for the two router static routing.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Taj.
Okay. So let me share that file now. The file. Where is this man? US batch. Batch one. Yeah. Okay, so now lab one static routing. I think you can able to do it. So right now, guys, and do it for the using two routers. So try to configure that, guys. Before we complete the sessions, still we have 25 minutes left. Okay, so I want you people to do your static routing at least using two routers, guys.
Yeah, that will try.
So right now we'll go. I think I'll give 15 minutes time. So before we stop the session today, we'll do right. I think I have sent you the file also. We can
We'll
open.
try that.
Okay, try guys. Okay, so before 1 o'clock, you have to send me that file. At least one lab. Amisha, you also.
Yes, Raj, I will try.
Try, no problem. Okay, so I'll be waiting for your file, guys. Guys, done? Anybody? I'm waiting for file.
No, Taj, still doing, Taj. Still doing.
You have 5 minutes left, man, for today's session. Chandan, you are doing? Chandan, Anjay, Satish, Punit.
Yes, Taj, I am doing.
What, Amisha, you are doing?
Yes, Taj, I'm doing.
And make sure that IP address should be different, guys. Don't use the same IP address what I used. Use a different IP address. Anybody facing difficulties, guys, to do this lab?
No, Taj.
What about Anjay? Any challenging facing Anjay to do this lab?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear. Yes, tell me. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is me, Anjay. As I was saying, yeah, as you asked me, facing challenges, yeah, somewhere. But what I will do, I will go through the video and we'll move forward.
Okay, no issues. So we can do one thing, guys. So before today, I think today night also you can send. And make sure you send with all static routing using 2 routers, using 3 routers and default routing. And make sure that it should be the different IP address. What IP address I use, don't use that IP address, use your own IP address. So being your network engineer, so use your own IP address. Maybe use class A, class B, class C. Doesn't matter, but they should be communicate with each other. All the different networks should communicate with each other for using your static routing configuration.
But networks should be different, right?
Yeah, network should be different. That is the main purpose of doing routing protocol, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So what we can do, so once I complete this session today, so make sure that guys, please complete it this lab. Just spend, I think, 1 hour. Just watch, I think, the 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Then start doing your lab by yourself.
Yeah, sure. That's
Yeah, sure, Taj.
Okay, then. So
Okay.
please,
Sure,
from
Taj.
tomorrow, guys. So tomorrow I'm going to start the RIP, guys, routing information protocol. Okay, so to understand that, that's the reason I'm asking you to just complete this lab.
Okay, Taj. With
Don't
the end
put
of the
lot
day, we
of
will
data.
send.
Okay, once whenever you are done, so please send me in the group. No issues.
Okay,
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 Taj.
okay, Taj.
Okay. So okay then see you tomorrow, guys. I'll be waiting for your
Yeah.
file, guys, today.
Yeah, sure, Taj.
Sure, Taj. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hi,
thank
Taj.
you.